We're getting ready to start the second period here between the Lancers and the Riverkings for the A-side final championship of the Bob Calvert Memorial Tournament here in Carinport, Saskatchewan. Menard line starting with Schneider and Garnett. Riverkings get it off the draw. They get to the red line. They put it in. Garnett able to knock that out of the air and move it to Blackmore. Chips it out, but then Riverkings will turn it back in. Fedora comes out, leaves it for Schneider behind the net. Riverkings pick up a loose puck as they rim it back down deep in the Lancers' end. It gets moved up, going, got a piece of it, not able to get to it, and the defenseman throws it back in the corner. Now they up to the point, across, shot over the shoulder and in the net to make it 2-2 very early in this second period. "37 seconds into the second period, the Riverkings have tied it up, make it 2-2. These guys move the puck around really well. And they just displayed that there. Privish's line out now. Teasdale's going to pick it up. He dumps it in from center ice as Kerfontein in on the forecheck. Teasdale shot. Goaltender makes the save as the puck bounced out to Jack Teasdale. He got the slap shot off, and the goaltender made the pad save. Now the puck all the way back in the Lancers' end as they are behind the net. Pribish throws that to Kerfontein on the boards. Kerfontein can't clear the zone, and they dump it back in. Patakin behind the net, rims it around to Teasdale. Teasdale tries to chip it off the boards, and that'll roll right over to Fedor, and he's going to cover that up. Beatty, Hozak, and Rattan with Oxford and Plamondon step on, draw the left side of Evan Fedor as Beatty wins the draw back clean to Oxford. Oxford rims it around. Hozak tried to get a stick on that. Up to the point. Oxford behind the net. Tried to make the pass up. Now Rattan tries to chip it up the boards. Beatty runs his man off in the corner as Plamondon throws it back to Beatty. Beatty finds Rattan on the far side. Rattan up to the point. The goaltender, that got blocked. Now Rattan coming back the other way. He tries to move it to Hozak. And Oxford breaks that up. Now Oxford coming in across the blue line. Gets a shot. That bounces to the corner. Rattan up to Oxford. Oxford with a shot. That missed the net. Gray now on the near side boards. He's going to leave it for Willis in the corner. Willis up the wall, cycles it down to Gray. Gray going to drop it for Garnett, but that was red. Garnett able to pick it up. He gets the pass across to McKnight. McKnight got the shot off. Goaltender made the pad save, and now the puck gets thrown to the neutral zone as Garnett across to Schneider. Schneider up to McKnight. McKnight gets run off, but Gray picks up the loose puck. He's going to turn back in the corner. Tries to make a move to the inside, and the Riverkings are going to dump that down the ice, and that should be an icing against the Riverkings. So the draw will be deep inside the Riverkings zone. Good puck movement there by the Lancers. Shots are 18-7 in favor of the Lancers. Menard's line now with Cooper and Patakin. Black wins the draw. They go behind the net and rim it around to the far side. All the way down the ice. And there'll be an icing once again on the Riverkings. So tied up 2-2 with 17:07 remaining in the second period. Menard going, Blackmore, Cooper, and Patakin. For the Lancers, Patakin from the point takes a shot. That goes over the net. Cooper on the near side boards. Throws it down to Going. Going tried to center that, but that got intercepted as Black now able to get it to the neutral zone. But Cooper at his own blue line. Going, mishandles that as they come in. There's a shot, and Fedor makes the save. Menard behind the net now. He leaves it for Patakin. Patakin's going to hold up. He's got pressure. Tries to move it up to Blackmore. Blackmore back to Patakin. Taken across to Cooper. Cooper looking wide. That gets intercepted. Now we got a 3-on-1 right in front. Fedor makes a save as he slid across. Golden opportunity there for the Riverkings, and Fedor shut the door. Puck gets rimmed around. Riverkings still have pressure in the Lancers' end. Now once again they get it in the high slot, move it across. Defenseman with a shot, back door. That just bounced off the side of the net as Fedor was committed on the near side post. Riverkings still with pressure. Up to the point, able to keep it in. Now Going's going to get it, and he's going to get to the red line. 1-on-2. He's got Blackmore coming with him. Blackmore offside on the play, and that will stop the play. Draw will be outside the Riverkings zone. Pribish, Teasdale, and Kerfontein with Oxford and Plamondon. Riverkings win the draw back. They regroup in their own zone. Looking wide. Teasdale is able to break that up. Now Kerfontein comes down, trying to cut to the inside. Can't get control of it as the puck gets chipped ahead. And now Plamondon has to hustle back. It could be no icing on the play. Plamondon gets run over as he chipped it up the boards. Oxford chips it up. Riverkings coming out with some body this period is Plamondon behind the net. He's got a man draped all over him. He throws it back to Oxford. Oxford rims it around. That's kept in by the point man. Now Oxford picks up the loose puck. He throws it up the middle, and Teasdale across to Kerfontein. Kerfontein delays, throws it down to the corner. Teasdale and Pribish playing catch. Shot from Pribish, scores! Puck bounced out front. Pribish was there to capitalize. A quick shot right along the ice on the right side of the goalie, and not able to get there in time. So that'll put the Lancers up 3-2 again. They've been exchanging goals from the beginning. Beatty, Hozak, Rattan with Schneider and Garnett. Beatty wins that back to Garnett. Garnett gets to the red line. He tries to get it in. It hits some shin pads. Now Rattan can't get a handle on it. And Block coming back the other way. There's a pass out front. Shot, and Fedor covers it up. Made the pad save. Was able to cover it up as there was a Riverking player that fell into him. No penalties on the play. Everyone's all right. Draw will be to the left of Fedor. Same five will remain out there. Up to the point now. Riverkings with the shot. That gets deflected. Out of play. Once again, the draw to the left side of Fedor. Schneider able to come out with it. He gets to the red line. Just inside the blue line, throws it down in the corner now as Rattan can't chip it past the defenseman. Now Rattan on the forecheck. Beatty along the boards, cycles it down. Rattan tries to chip that back out to him. It ends up out into the neutral zone as Garnett back in his own zone to pick it up. He goes behind the net, looking for Rattan. Rattan got a piece of it. And good hustle by Hozak. He negates that. Centering attempt. Good hard work by Caleb Hozak. Now Gray on the boards. He's going to move it across. He's at the blue line, and there's a penalty on the play. It's going to be a slashing. And it's going to be against Caleb Hozak, potentially. Looks like. So that means the Lancers back on the penalty kill. Gray and Willis with Patakin and Cooper. Draw to the right side. Gray wins that back. Cooper tries to clear the zone. It's up to the point now. And they come down the half boards. Willis able to be enough of a pest that he knocks it off the stick, and Cooper's able to clear the zone. Gray applying some pressure. He's able to keep the puck pinned along the boards as the Riverkings try to get it, regain control. Now they do. Puck behind the net. And Blackmore, as he steps off the bench, picked up the loose puck. Moves it. Willis moves it back to Patakin. Patakin across to Oxford. Oxford dumps it back in. And puck's going to go all the way down as players are making changes. So Plamondon in his own zone is going to leave it for Oxford. Oxford's going to rim it around. That's kept in. Now the defenseman makes the move to the inside. Oxford hits his man in the corner as now he knocks his man over. Puck loose, and that gets deflected out of play. So the draw will be to the left of Evan Fedor once again. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty to Hozak. I apologize if this is bouncy. I'm kind of holding on to the tripod here, so I don't know. That's the feedback I'm getting from headquarters. Pribish on the draw now. Riverkings gain possession, move it up to the point. D to D. There's a shot, and Fedor is able to track that, and he's going to hold on to it. Pribish. On the draw, he wins it back clean to Garnett. Garnett's going to rim it around and all the way down the ice. 35 seconds remaining in the penalty to Hozak. 12:05 remaining in the period. As the Riverkings work it up the boards, now they've got a 3-on-2 going into the Lancers' end. They cycle it down behind the net, up to the point, back down to the half wall. That doesn't connect. And Schneider looking to get it as it's a 2-on-2 battle down low, and Garnett able to clear the zone. And that'll do it for the penalty to Hozak. Good kill by the Lancers. Riverkings start up ice with it. No, that'll be an icing on the Riverkings on an errant pass. Shots 20-12 in favor of the Lancers. Here in the second period, Menard's line out with Cooper and Patakin. Blackmore couldn't get a handle on the puck, and now Riverkings trying to come up the ice. That pass intended for the streaking forward ended up going right to Evan Fedor, and he decided he's going to cover it up. Definitely a lot more physicality today with the Riverkings than there was last game. It's a battle right to the end as the puck gets shot into the near side corner. It's going, looking for Blackmore, who's streaking up the ice. That gets broken up and dumped back into the Lancers' end. Patakin moves it across to Cooper. Cooper up to Blackmore. Blackmore finds going, but the Riverkings turn it back around. And the penalty on the play, and it's going to be charging against Sean Going. A late hit on the defenseman. 10:48 left in the second period, pardon me. Gray and Willis with Oxford and Plamondon. Gray kicks it back. Plamondon, he's able to dump that all the way down. Willis is going to go in on the forecheck as the Riverkings start up the ice. They regroup at center ice. Now Black gains the zone. They set up on the half boards. That's blocked by Oxford, and he's able to dump that all the way down. Gray's going to go for a skate as the goalie comes out to play it. Now he plays it up the boards. Oxford, he dumps it back in, and that'll allow White to make a change. Well, just about. On the far side, as Oxford steps up on his man, there's going to be a penalty on the play for that. And they're going to call that charging on Oxford. So that'll put the Lancers down 2 men, 5-on-3 for a minute 12. Blackmore, the lone forward with Schneider and Garnett. Black wins the draw. Up at the point, now on the half boards. In the high slot, there's a shot. Fedor with a save. Puck's loose. Still loose, and Fedor gets his mitt on it, and he's able to hold on to it. Beatty coming out now for Blackmore. Tied up in feet right off the draws. Now Plamondon Garnett able to get that all the way down the ice. Willis out, and Garnett takes advantage of a missed bounce and dumps it all the way down the ice as the Riverkings back to pick it up. There's a pass that didn't connect, and Cooper able to dump that back down the ice. Goaltender, Riverkings set up behind their net. 17 seconds left in the penalty to Hozak, or to Going, pardon me. Now the Riverkings up to the point. There's a shot through traffic. Fedor sees it, makes the save. Riverkings keep it in at the blue line. Backdoor shot. And once again, Fedor makes a shoulder save, and it bounces out of play. .45 seconds remaining now in the penalty to Oxford. 5-on-4. Draw to the right side of Fedor. Hozak, Beatty with Plamondon and Garnett. And the Lancers able to chip that down all the way down the ice. Hozak on his horse. He gets to it before the other defenseman. And now back come the Kings. Inside the blue line. They got it on the near side boards. Now they move it up to the point. Back to the near side. Back up to the point. Pass to the far side, and Garnett able to break that up momentarily, not able to clear the zone as they bring it down behind the net. Up to the point now. There's a shot. Beatty blocks that. He's got Oxford and Teasdale. He's got Teasdale on a breakaway. Goes in. Teasdale not able to stuff it in as he deked the goalie. The goalie followed him across. Good heads-up play there by, I believe it was Jordan Beatty. Found Teasdale coming out of the box. Kerfantin now. He's got it in the corner. Cuts to the middle. Backhand. Goaltender makes the save. Pribish looking for Cooper at the point. And Cooper wasn't there, so he has to go all the way back to pick it up in his own zone. Try to stretch pass up to Teasdale. That bounced over his stick, so that's going to be an icing against the Lancers. .7:15 remaining in the second period. Lancers up 3-2. Pribish off the draw. Teasdale can't get it through. It gets dumped back in. Cooper now behind the net. He moves it up to Kerfonten. Kerfonten takes a hit along the boards. Cooper once again in the corner's got it. Kerfonten now picks it up as he gets it to Teasdale. Teasdale across to Pribish. Pribish looking for Kerfonten. That gets broken up, and now 2-on-2 back into the Lancers' end as it gets centering pass. It doesn't connect. And Cooper mishandles the puck. Now we got a 2-on-1. Good back check by Teasdale. He breaks that up. Pribish throws it back down to Schneider. Schneider off the glass and out as Kerfonten pick it up. He's 1-on-1. He tries to cut to the middle. He gets it knocked off his stick. As Block coming back the other way, Patakin takes advantage of a missed pass, and he's going to start up. Moves it to Going. And Menard, as he was coming off the bench, was offside when Going was on the far side. 6:11 remaining in the second period. Menard, Blackmore, Going with Oxford and Patakin. Riverkings get it off the draw in their own zone. Chip it up the boards. Menard went for the hit as Patakin able to hold on to it. Makes a couple nice moves. Now he's 2-on-1 with Blackmore. Patakin across to Blackmore, but that got knocked out of harm's way. And the Riverkings coming back the other way. Riverkings chip it deep into the Lancers zone. Fedor's going to rim that around to the far side. Blackmore gets there first. He chips it all the way down the ice. Perfect weight, no icing. As the Riverkings turn the play around. Garnett across to Oxford. Oxford chips it out of the zone. Menard coming in, driving wide. Tried to get it across to Garnett, who's got it in the corner now. Willis along the boards. Willis tries to move that to Menard. That doesn't connect. Now from the point, Garnett put it on net. McKnight along the boards. He tries to cycle it down to Menard. Picked up that pass attempt. Couldn't get the shot off. And now Black coming in. 2-on-1. Pass across. Good back check by Willis. Gets enough of it that they weren't able to get a shot. There's going to be a penalty on the play on Willis. But I'm not sure that I would agree with that. They're calling it a holding. I thought Willis did a good job of just taking the stick. But I'm not wearing the stripes. Hozak, Beatty, Plamondon, and Oxford draw to the right side of Fedor. Black wins the draw back. Plamondon ties up his man. Now the Riverkings in the corner. Up to the half wall. Back to the corner. Back up to the half wall. Back behind the net now. Up to the point. There's a shot through traffic. That deflected just wide of the net. Oxford gets it and hammers it down the ice. Black steps on the ice now, Black moves it up. There's a shot, that's deflected. Fedor had to be sharp on that as the puck gets rimmed around. Still kept in by the Riverkings. Back door, they're looking as they move it up to the point. We've got it on the half boards now. Now up to the point. Gray gets a piece of that. It deflects to the corner as the Riverkings maintain control. They work it to the top. There's a one-timer. Traffic Gray's able to get a handle on it, and he's able to dump it down the ice. So that 41 seconds left in the penalty to Willis. As the Riverkings start up the ice, they get into the Lancers zone. They rim it around to the far side. Now they've got it behind the net in the corner. Up to the point. There's a shot through traffic. There's going to be a penalty. And it appears to be coincidental penalties. So it'll remain 5-on-4. Menard and Beattie will be out there on this penalty kill with Schneider and Plamondon. Another 15 seconds left. Puck gets worked down to the corner. Now back up to the point, D to D. There's a shot, that's blocked by Beattie. Puck behind the net now. Plamondon applies pressure behind the net, and back to 5-on-5. On the half boards, there's a shot that gets deflected to the corner, and Schneider rimmed that all the way down. That'll be an icing on the Lancers with 2:30 remaining in the second period. Lancers currently up 3-2. This Riverkings team is a dangerous team, though. They move the puck around very well. Menard going, and Blackmore, or Beattie, sorry, on the ice right now. The puck gets chipped to the corner. Plamondon takes a hit as Menard goes in to help him out. There's a pass out front that hits the side of the net, and Schneider tried to clear the zone, and it went out of play. Pribish, Teasdale, Kerfontein with Patakin and Oxford on the point. Draw to the right side of Fedor. Riverkings win it back. Oxford chips it out. Teasdale, he tries to make a move to the inside. He not able to get it past the D-man. Oxford from the point, he's able to keep it in. He's going to take it down. Kerfontein now in the corner. Kerfontein gets knocked off the puck, and it gets chipped out in the neutral zone. Pribish back to pick it up in his own zone. Looks wide, finds Teasdale. Teasdale on the far side, tries to get it across to Kerfontein. He was tied up, and Pribish put it towards the net. Now the Riverkings coming back the other way. 2-on-2 as they enter the Lancers' end. It gets shot, missed the net there as Teasdale gets to the red line. He's going to put it in deep, right on net. The Lancers looking to make a wholesale change. There's a stretch pass. Garnett able to get there just in time to get a piece of it, as it was intended for the streaking Riverkings forward. Garnett in the corner. He's got pressure. There's going to be a penalty on the play against the Lancers once again. And I believe it's going to go against Schneider for tripping, I think. Beattie, Hozak, Oxford, and Plamondon. Lancers killing a lot of penalties today. It's a dangerous team to do this against. Riverkings move it up to the point. Back down to the half wall. There's a shot. Fedor stands his ground, and he's going to hold on to it. Beattie on the draw. Hozak able to pick it off the draw, and then he'll dump it down the ice. Riverkings peel away and start up the ice. Cross the blue line. There's a shot. Fedor with the blocker save. Now they've got it on the half wall. Riverkings move it up to the top. Now down to the half wall on the other side. Behind the net. Up to the point. D to D. Back. There's a one-timer, and it goes in. One-timer through traffic. With 13 seconds remaining in the period. Score is now 3-3. Shots are 24-23 in favor of the Riverkings. Gray's line out now as the Riverkings gain possession. That's offside as Black crossed. Now Gray's going to start up. Driving wide, and that'll do it for the period. So after 2, the score is 3-3 between the U17 Lancers and the Saskatoon Riverkings. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.